Hello and welcome to Catfish Trash Talk. This is episode 70. I'm your host, comedian Tracey Carnazzo, joined by my lovely co-host, Noelle W. Herzog, the comedian.
Hi, hello.
Hi, hello. I'm so happy that you're here to talk about season 3, episode 6. So last week,
Yeah,
I was like, oh, Catfish, this is season 3, episode 4.
right.
Because clearly 4 comes after
5, 6,
3.
right.
No, there's no
There's
5.
no 5.
No, there was no 4. It was 5 last week. That's what I wanted to say.
So 4 was the one where Neve threw the guy's phone in the water.
Oh, so that's why they took it out?
That's why they took it out.
Come on.
I know.
All right.
It's so dumb.
So season 3, episode 6, this is John and Kelsey.
Did you remember this?
I remembered once they revealed the catfish, but I didn't remember. Like, it was a surprise to everyone in my head.
Okay, everyone. Okay, good. That was like, do you
All the
remember
people.
Herman's Head? Do you
Who's
remember that show?
Herman?
Herman's
Tell me
Head?
more.
It was what's his name? Chris. I can't remember. He's in a lot of things. It's like it shows all these people inside of his head.
Chris
basically.
Isaac? No, hold on.
Chris Isaac? No, Chris Elliott. Is that his name?
That's what I meant. That's what I was trying to say.
I think Chris Isaac was the singer.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, Chris Elliott, Herman's Head.
But I don't think it's Chris Elliott either. I don't see him here. Let's see the cast.
Tell me the cast. I love that show. My dad was like obsessed with the show. Your dad probably watched it too.
Yeah, I'm sure I watched this. This doesn't say anything about Chris Elliott. It says William Ragsdale, Hank Azaria.
Hank Azaria, really?
Yeah, Rick Lawless, Peter McKenzie, Ken Hudson Campbell, Edward Winter. Ooh.
We're talking
Jennifer
about
Aniston.
Ed.
Really?
Yeah,
it definitely does not say anything about Chris Elliott.
Let's see.
It was a sitcom in 1991. I remember this vaguely.
Yeah, it was. I remember the theme song was REM. Stand in the place where you were.
Yes, we should watch this show.
Right. Yeah, that would be fun. I don't even know where you could watch it.
This is William Ragsdale.
Okay.
That's Hank. I mean, we know who's Hank, but no, this is definitely not Chris Elliott.
Well, then I'm thinking there must have been another show that night that had Chris Elliott on it.
There definitely was, because I'm going to tell you something about my mother. My mother hates even looking at Chris Elliott. There's something about him that makes her feel sick.
Really?
And I remember when we were younger, he was on a show. Okay, Get a Life.
That's what it was. Yes, they were on next to each other.
Yes. And my mother would be like, turn this off right now.
Because she couldn't stomach looking at him.
She could not stomach looking at him.
How funny is that?
Oh,
it's so funny because he was in Schitt's Creek and Matt hated him in Schitt's Creek.
Yeah, but that's his character.
Well, that's what I said. I'm like, you're going to hate him no matter what you watch him in.
Yes. The character that he plays is a hateable character.
He was Woogie, and there's something about Mary. Very funny. He's very funny.
Scary movie.
Yeah. He was in so many things.
All of the things. Okay.
Well,
well,
here we are. If you want more of that,
go to patreon.com/trash talk podcast for our favorite podcast, BS. So now they get the cat signal. Waka, waka, waka. Instead of the bat signal. That's what they said. They were like, we got the cat signal.
Oh, is this when they were having their breakfast? The delicious, nutritious Airbnb. Let's put our napkins on our lap breakfast.
I get so bored with their skits.
Show me what you're eating. Then I won't be so bored.
True. So John is 27. He's from Detroit. He works in IT technology.
Yeah.
He has a long distance girlfriend since September of last year. They met in a chat room and she's insecure, so she never video chats with him. We also don't know where she lives because they don't say it.
They don't say it.
They just say she's long distance. The amount of IT jokes that they make throughout this episode.
They just keep saying, he's so smart. He's so smart. He's so smart. And it's like, okay.
Obviously, you guys have never had an office job and dealt with the IT guy because they're usually drunk.
Really? Is that a thing?
At every job I've ever been at.
That's so funny.
Do you know that the last office job that I was at, I can't remember why. So I was like friendly with the IT guys. And I think I made like a joke. One of them was like fixing my computer. And I made a joke about fixing my computer. And he told me he hated me and he never spoke to me ever again. And he wouldn't say hello to me. And he told the whole office that he hated me.
Why?
It wasn't
Did you
even an
make a
offensive
joke?
joke. It was something about like the cable or the wire on my computer. Like it had like, yeah.
Oh,
So
so he
everyone's
wasn't
like really good.
well.
And then like a few jobs ago, the IT guy was really nice. And then I used to go to lunch with him every day,
Uh-huh.
but he would get like really bombed.
Oh God.
But
Okay.
he would pay for lunch every
I like
afternoon.
that.
But it was like happy hour lunch. Like it was like
Wings.
it was wings. Oh my
Nachos.
God. We used to get these potato nachos. It was the place on 4th Avenue
Uh-huh.
where, do you remember where Roland Roaster used to be across street from
Yes.
Webster Hall?
Yes.
That place turned into this bar called the Village Poorhouse.
Mm-hmm.
And they were known for their pub chips.
And it's potato nachos.
Yes. We used to
I
get
used
them.
to eat potato nachos at a place in Garrettson Beach. Yes.
We used to get them every single time. He would do Irish car bombs for lunch.
By himself?
Sometimes my boyfriend, because he was like in the area,
Uh-huh.
he worked in the area too, so he would come and meet us, and they were like best friends because they used to get blackout drunk, and then we would be there for hours, and then I would come back, and my boss would be like, "Where were you?" And I'd be like, "I'm telling you, my computer is acting up. I've been with the IT guy for hours," and he would come back wasted.
Did
And
anybody notice he was wasted?
I don't understand how you could not have.
Okay.
He smelled like he was doing Irish car bombs. He wasn't taking a sippy poo out of a flask. You know what I mean?
So funny. By himself, car
And
bombs.
he would tell my boss, like, yeah, no, she's been at my desk. We're trying to troubleshoot.
Okay.
Shout out to Mike. Actually, both of their names were Mike. That's so weird. Is that like a thing?
Interesting. Yeah.
So what I'm trying to say is when you hear IT, you think of someone that's so smart.
Yeah.
And sure.
Right.
But then like also they're just regular people.
Right. I just
like they're
think
not
that
doctors.
They kept harping on how smart this guy was.
But this is like 10 years ago when like we didn't even really know what IT guys did.
He was also trying very hard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that he had a hat on when we started this. So that's all I
He
have to say.
catfished me.
Yeah.
Because I'm watching this. I'm like, he's cute.
I know. I'm like, keep that.
He's not.
Keep the hat on.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So they video chat with him, because he's an IT guy.
Yeah.
And he wants to get out of IT and he wants to move to San Diego.
Right.
Well, guess what, John? Wherever you go, there you are.
Okay. So a San Diego. I saw this on the Girls Next Door. They were going to San Diego one day. And Holly was like, can you send Kendra a San Diego to her room? And you take cinnamon sugar and you take an Eggo and you put butter on it and you shake it in the cinnamon sugar. And it's a San Diego. So I want that. Yeah, that's just something that came to my mind while I was watching this. I remember that, a San Diego.
You and I were in San Diego and we went to go find tacos somewhere.
Yeah, we did.
We ended up in a very seedy area.
See, like, what's wrong with me? I don't remember things.
Really?
No, I don't remember.
We kept putting into the GPS like different taco places, and we kept just turning up at nothing. It was just like an abandoned storefront.
I do remember that.
Yeah. And we ended up in like a very questionable abandoned area.
That's so funny. See, I don't remember everything.
Yeah. And then we got in a gang fight.
I mean, we were in the right place.
Yeah. So they met in a psychology Skype chat.
Yeah, I don't know. That's very particular.
Right. So he loved her voice. And from that point, because she left like a voice note or something in the group.
Yeah.
And from that point on, they only texted.
He's like, oh, I love her voice. I was so enchanted by it.
Yes. So she's his girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
And Neve's like, well, you're a genius. We've never like, so have you searched her IP address? Obviously, you know what IP means because you're IT.
Okay.
He's like, have you ever heard of a calculator?
A protractor?
So he said that it's so devious to search her. He couldn't do that to her.
Okay.
So they just make bad IT puns the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
So they go to his house in the snow.
Right.
And
they have a Ford Escape.
They're
driving a Ford Escape.
I love a good Ford Escape. So he said that she has body dysmorphic disorder.
He's like, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you guys.
Yeah. So he said it is what it is though.
Okay, what does that mean?
I don't know, but she has like all these hot bikini pictures.
Right.
And he sent her a dick pic and she ignored it.
I love it. She just kept on living.
And then he said something really funny, not related to his dick pic.
What'd he say?
He said, you can see what little I'm working with, meaning like that he doesn't have a lot of information.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, yeah, well, so can she.
That's so funny.
So now Neve and Max go into this chat and they find Aaron, who might know her. Then they find Adam the gambler.
Right.
And it's a Skype group about anxiety.
It's so weird because like I feel like, I don't know, at first he didn't really share.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. I thought it was like psychology majors had to like share their homework. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
So now they video chat with Ellie from the Faroe Islands. And I'm like, Noelle's going to love this.
Yeah. Tracy, I'm like, this is my new thing on TikTok. I'm going to have to look up the Faroe Islands. There's only 50,000 people there.
This is every single thing that's happening here. I'm like, Noelle is going to be obsessed with the Faroe Islands.
You know,
she wants to know. It's like right by Iceland. Noelle loves a good crazy northern island.
Cecilia from Svalbard Island. I love her so much.
Noelle sends her dog treats.
I do.
That's how much she loves her.
Yeah, I do. I was so obsessed with this. I was like, this is going to be so good. This is my thing tonight. When you're at your show, I'm going to be Googling these islands.
Oh, that's so great. I didn't even put on my ring light. I forgot we were recording the video on this. Look at how much prettier I look.
You're bright. Oh, incandescent.
Guys, look at how pretty
you know, it's funny. Like 30 seconds ago, I was thinking, I feel like Tracy's a little dark.
Here I am.
Your skin looks so good.
Thank you so much. Honestly, L'Oreal Infallible, the matte Pro Wear, I think it's called. It like comes in a squeezy bottle.
Yeah.
I know that every day I think I have a new favorite.
Every day
foundation,
you do.
This is my favorite.
Okay, for this week. Sure.
You don't know who I am. Okay. So they meet all these people.
Right.
So they video chat with Ellie from the Faroe Islands.
Right.
There's 50,000 people there. And her boyfriend is Adam the gambler.
Right. And she's really good friends with Kelsey.
Right. And her and John used to flirt, and Kelsey is her first friend in the group, and she's never seen her boyfriend Adam.
Okay. She's very trusting.
Yes. So they meet up with John and they reach out to and tell her, they reached out to her. So the next day they reach out to actually Kelsey. That's who they reach out to.
They reach out to Kelsey.
So the next day she's like, yeah, I can only text though.
Right. I don't feel comfortable video chatting.
She's like, I feel anxious to meet him, but okay. She lives in Orlando and she's like, I am going to go to the mall and get a really nice outfit. I'm like, this is fake.
Okay.
As soon as they said that this is fake.
Yeah, I'm sure you're going to go to G&G.
Also, her name is Kelsey Beelzebub. What is it?
Yeah. Beelzebub.
It's whatever. It's
the devil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
John's like, I know, what a beautiful exotic last name. So they tell John they're going to Orlando, and he's like, okay, I'm going to wear my bone charm necklace for passion. And it's like, can you wear your hat for my eyes?
Yes. Wear your hat. Catfish me again, honey. Please. Do it.
So he likes that she discusses her vulnerability so openly.
Oh, okay.
She's so open. That's why he likes her so much.
She's so open.
So they drive to a house that's not real.
Okay, so here's my thought. If I was catfishing someone and they were like, Noelle, give me your address, how would I know an empty lot's address to give to them?
Well, because it's probably like his block or something.
Yeah, I guess.
So there's no house. And she goes, Kelsey
and there's
goes,
a mailbox on the floor.
I love that. Kelsey goes, I wanted to make sure you were really here. I'm actually at a local cafe. Now, here's the thing. Everything that's happening here, I would do.
Yeah, I know you would.
Yeah.
Be like, oh, you're at the cafe. I'm actually at ShopRite getting us coffee up the block.
ShopRite. That's very specific. That's where you're getting coffee? Are you buying a bag to brew?
Then you went to go buy it. You wouldn't be at the cafe. Then you'd be at ShopRite buying coffee.
Yeah, but no, so it's like when someone comes over to my house, I usually don't give them my apartment number.
Why?
Because then they have to call me when they're here and ask me my apartment number. So now I know they're here.
That works.
Don't just walk into my house.
Yeah, no, you can't do that.
Right. So there you go.
Okay.
So he says that he's at a local cafe. He gives them an address and it's the Grand Business Center. And they walk in and it's a casino. So basically what's happening here is they're calling it a Grand Business Center because it's some kind of shady loophole.
Okay. Because this is like weird as fuck. It's all old people just sitting there like,
yeah, but
gambling
this is my
fever.
grandmother would have been in there. If my grandmother was alive, she would have been inside of there right now.
Yeah, it's everyone's
She
grandmother.
probably is
in
there. She probably didn't even die.
The
Your
ghost of
grandmother
grandma.
and my grandmother are right
Yeah.
now playing slots at the Grand Business Center.
Yeah, it was freaky. I don't know. It was so creepy. I didn't like it.
So that's definitely like some kind of like tax loophole or something.
Yes.
So they walk in
Mm-hmm.
and they find a boy in the back.
A little boy.
And
emo
he's like,
hair.
yes, and he's like, hello, I am Adam the gambler. And he said that he uses the pictures of some girl he knows from high school, and
at least they asked for once where he got the pictures.
Thank you. So
my like, Matrix glasses are going on.
Thank you. They're like, what do you do for work? And he's like, oh, this is my job. What I do is I time the jackpot and I win $60 a day and then I go home.
Okay, I think I've dated him before. I've dated such losers that would do something like this.
Okay, but also it's illegal.
Mm-hmm.
Why isn't anyone being like, every day this guy's here?
Every day this guy wins the jackpot.
I like how the jackpot is $60.
Okay, that's what I was thinking too. And what do you have, one a day?
My grandmother used to play bingo every Wednesday and Saturday. Do you know what the jackpots were?
No.
Like $2,000.
Really?
Yeah.
Did she ever win?
Yeah, once in a while she won it.
That's
and then like
awesome.
She used to come home and she used to curse out, like even if her best friend won it, she would curse them out.
And she would probably win it and get like 10 cartons of cigarettes and donuts and soda, like me.
That's who she was.
Yeah.
Ice cream, actually. She was an ice cream girl.
I love that for her.
Vanilla almond.
That's what my father would have. That's an old people ice cream. It is.
Whatever was on sale. 2 for 1. Anyway.
So cute.
So that's his job. His mullet is real.
It's very bad, Tracey. I don't like anything about him. He gives me the heebie-jeebies.
The heebie-jeebies.
The jibbies.
He needs to wash his face. He needs a little proactive.
He needs proactive. He needs a little lancer. Boop, boop.
Okay, thank you. And I'm not saying that like in like he's ugly. I'm saying that in a concerned medical way.
Yeah, no. Listen, I think people would. If you have pimples or not, I can still think you're good looking or not. Yeah.
No. This is like an issue. This is like an infection.
Yes.
Okay. So he said that his attitude, he's so cocky. There's something off.
Okay. So that's what I was thinking while watching this. Even later on when we talked to him more, it's like, there's something wrong here.
Yeah. I got to tell you, I don't want to name any names. But there is a comic that he reminds me of so much.
Really?
Not a famous comic, just a comic that I know. And I'm pretty sure he's like on the spectrum.
Listen,
he
100%.
takes himself this comic that I'm talking about takes himself very seriously. There's like no joking with him. Even his jokes are serious. Like it's very strange.
Well, see, that's how he is. But also like, even when he was talking about the jackpot, he's like, there's an algorithm I could show you and this and that. And I time it, this, that. And it's kind of like, that just seemed like something on the spectrum to me.
Right. So now him and John are there and he said that he really does care about Ellie. That's not a joke.
Okay.
And then John goes, how did you like my D pic?
And he liked it.
That was actually really funny.
Yeah.
This conversation between them, I was like, this is funny.
But I like that he's like, I'm the Joker.
Right. So he said that he's the king catfish.
Okay. Max, big mad.
Right. So he said that he was hoping that John would get really angry. And he said that he has a good job and a good life. He makes $60 a day.
Which isn't a bad amount of money to make. But you have to sit there with the old people.
Wait, what?
All day?
I'm sorry. You just said it's not a bad amount of money to make $60 a day.
No. Because he probably like lives in his parents' basement, jerks off for a living. You know what I mean? Like, what does he do?
Sure, but I mean,
needs the money.
$300 a week is not a good living. It's good for not doing anything.
For someone like him, it's a fine living. Like, what life does he have? His girlfriend.
He said he has a good job.
Okay.
He said he has a good job. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
This is a stretch. So they Skype Ellie outside and she looks like a ghost. It must be like the worst.
This is the worst connection I've ever seen. Yeah.
And then they tell her about Adam. And then Adam the next day is like, you know what? Let's go to a real cafe and have real conversations.
He's not capable of real though.
So he said that. Now, here's the thing, right?
Yeah.
When you're listening to him talk about this at the casino, you know why he did this, right? It's pretty clear.
Why?
Like, I feel like I understand everything that he did.
Okay, so once he tells me his reasonings, I would do this.
But that's exactly when I knew what he was going to say.
See, I feel like I didn't exactly know it. I didn't put it together, but I would 100% do it.
When he said, okay, well, first of all, there were clues that were dropped earlier in the episode.
Right.
Because first of all, why would they make Ellie such a big part of this when they didn't even know that Adam the gambler was there?
Right. Why did they say that Ellie and John used to flirt? Right.
Thank you. That was clearly, they were dropping a hint. So it's like, yeah, I would have 100% done this. You like this girl.
Me too.
You know that John flirts with her. So what you do is you distract John with a different girl. Yeah. And then also you pretend to be the same girl and you become best friends with Ellie. And then you ask her how you feel about Adam.
I love that he had her join OkCupid so he could like read her questions.
It's very funny. It's very funny. So they go to this real cafe and he said that he made Kelsey so that John didn't hit on Ellie anymore.
Right.
He said he used a YouTube voice recording for the girl's voice.
Ingenuity.
Yeah, he said that he had Kelsey convince Ellie to make the OkCupid profile to seduce her based on her answers.
I feel like I could do something like this.
I feel like I would just have asked her, like, if you were going to make an OkCupid profile, what would you have said to this answer, like to this question?
I guess.
So Ellie yesterday didn't reply to Adam. So Adam thinks that they sabotaged him.
It's like, you didn't have to sabotage me. And it's like, what do they owe you?
Okay, but do you guys know about the television?
No, you're right. But it's also like, why would they do? Yeah. Why would they not?
Sure. So now they let Adam and John speak alone. And Adam said that he feels guilt. He doesn't feel guilt. He's upset thatEllie's not talking to him.
Yeah,
so
he doesn't feel guilty at all.
Right. So now they video chat Ellie outside and they bring her in.
They bring her inside.
I thought that was really sneaky though. I didn't love that.
No, I didn't love it either.
He is so happy to video chat with her.
Okay, so once I saw like how much he perked up when he saw her, I was like, he actually does like her.
No, but I know exactly why he did this. He's not lying.
No, I know.
So he tells her he likes her so much and he did it because he likes her. I believe it. He apologizes to her and she's so giggly.
I know. She's so cute.
Yeah, but she saw him in her eyes.
She likes him. Okay. 50,000 people, I guess, is not a lot on the islands.
Okay. And then Max goes, all right, say goodbye to this person.
Yeah, Max has had it. He doesn't want to be there. Yeah, he has had it. He doesn't want to be there anymore. But I feel like Neve too. Nobody wants to be there anymore.
All right. So they leave. And
here's what I don't understand. Why is it when they left this time, why was John suddenly so hyped up?
What do you mean?
He's like, he got me all riled up. Like he was in the car riled up. And it's like, I would have been more pissed off yesterday.
No, he didn't even get angry.
Yeah, I don't know. I just thought it was so weird. It's like, oh, what? You're mad now that you're not around him, right?
Right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's like, I would have beat him up. I would have.
Yeah, exactly. Hold me back. Hold me back. Right.
So 2 months later, Adam cut his hair. He's in LA couch surfing.
And
he's going to be becoming a writer. But he is acting more normal.
A little.
Okay. And then they're like, have you grown from it? He goes, I guess I've grown from it. They're like, okay, so no.
Well, that's why I say a little. I don't know. Maybe who knows?
Him and Ellie are still together.
Yeah, that's the crazy part. But are they? Why didn't you guys follow up with Ellie?
Follow up with Ellie. See if he's telling the truth.
Neve, you clearly have a crush on Ellie.
Neve likes everyone.
He likes every girl.
Anyone who's fairly attractive.
Yes, 10% attractive, he likes you.
Yeah.
You allow him to put his arm around you, he likes you.
Oh, God. He'll hold your hands all the way.
Yeah.
He'll be like, do you need me to hold your hand on the flight? And you're like, no. And he's like, okay, I will.
Whatever. Neve is so cute.
John is still in this chat, still friendly with Adam. And he's in Illinois, plural, with his girlfriend, quote unquote, visiting her.
Sure.
So you're not paying rent. Could you put your hat on at least?
Okay, right. But it's also like, John, how desperate are you?
Desperate.
You're so desperate.
Desperate. And he's still in the chat. He's still talking to Adam. Like, he doesn't care. He has no boundaries.
No, he doesn't care. He doesn't. I searched up and down and east and west.
Did
I've
you
searched
search his
through
IP address?
Illinois. I've searched IP addresses. I've searched everywhere.
Did you search Arkansas?
I didn't search Arkansas, but I searched everywhere else, and I can't find either of them online. And I understand not being able to find Adam because who knows like what
Right.
name he would be under, but I can't find John either. Like I couldn't legitimately find either of them.
All right. Well, if anyone has an update, go to Catfish Trash Talk on Facebook. It's a Facebook group. It's amazing. And tell us what you found.
Tell us what you found. Tell us if you have any updates on them. I would love to know.
I would love to know too. Go to Catfish Trash Talk on Instagram, and you could follow Noelle at Noe Girl on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. You can follow me at Trixie Tuzini on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Go to TraceyCarnazzo.com for all of my upcoming tour dates and everything podcast related. Patreon.com/Trash Talk Podcast. But again, TraceyCarnazzo.com for everything. And we'll see you next week.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much. Goodbye.
Bye.